Bar charts are an extremely useful and versatile way of displaying your data. When you have data that can be displayed well categorically, when you're comparing different categories, that's an excellent spot for using bar charts. So let's take a look at how I create bar charts. Now that we've seen how I go about figuring out how I'm going to create my charts for line charts and for histograms, let's take a look at bar charts next. I copied the code from the histogram. We'll be working with this. This might still be needed, but I don't know for sure whether or not I'll need it, so I'll leave it here in the setup for now, and I'll remove it later if I don't need it. Should be good to continue reading in this data. And of course, default, this is going to be a bar chart now. Default bar chart. And this we should be able to do by entity. That should be more reasonable. So we'll do entity and do we want to do yearly launches or do we want to do total launches? I think there was like a total launches thing. Oh, got to select my kernel first. Yep, that's running good. Read data. Okay, where did I put it? Was it in line chart specifically? Oh, it is. Go figure. Okay. And it's easier right now to just copy it into each folder rather than try to mess with the specific paths for where to find it. So that would be recommended at some point, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Anyway, we have yearly launches. All right, so I need to do a grouping here so I get total launches by entity because I don't really care about years right now. I'm looking more at overall totals. Okay, so first this should read. Good. Next, all right, launches, I need entity and yearly launches, group by year, yearly launches, entity. Let's see how this works. That might be what I need. Launches, I don't need this part right now. Let's go ahead and run this. Let's take a look at launches. World, oh, that's interesting. Wait, really? World, is that supposed to be total? That's interesting. Good, so I think that sort of works. Entity, yearly launches, world. Was world actually one of the items though? Entity, okay, so 1957 we had Sputnik and Explorer 1. Okay, yeah, so I think that's going to be totals is what we're looking at here. So I can ignore world because this is by year how many were launched. And from the last histogram, actually no, we cut that off so it wouldn't have shown anything. Let's see, histogram, I don't need that right now. Line plot, wait, that was like 3,000. World, that's interesting. I think that's supposed to be totals is what that is. All right, so we're going to remove world because that looks like that's interesting though. You need to figure out why that number was different. At any rate, okay, so cool. Let's see. Remove world. I don't need that. Okay, so launches. I do need to filter this. And this is going to be entity. Let's see if I remember the not equal sign here. Oops. Is this it? I think that was it. All right, so not equal to world. And if I reload this, entity. Good, okay. And that removed world. Excellent. Group. Oh, I hadn't updated that. All right, group by year. So group by entity. Okay, group by entity. Launches, entity. Yep. And we don't need world. Remove world as yearly total. Data is prepared. Almost. So we also need to actually sort it though. This is the order that we want to be putting our bar chart in because default bar chart, let's see, Matplotlib. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like I haven't done a bar plot recently in Matplotlib. Okay, Matplotlib bar chart. Bar H, horizontal bar plot. That's usually the one that I go for because it tends to work a little better for large groups of categories. If you only have like 3, you could do vertical, but anything beyond that it tends to get a little better to do it horizontally. So horizontal bar plot, bar H, plot dot, bar H, Y is going to be yearly launches, I think. Right. And I don't care about the other arguments right now. Okay. Good. Width is required. what that was. Width. See if they have an example here. Right. Width unknown. Yeah, that's not helpful. That might need to be a... I'm going to try that as a float. So width... it says array like, though. Width equals 1? I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, no. How about 0.1? Nope. All right, that's definitely not correct. Let's take a look here. The width, that's the thing that I'm trying to remember what this thing is. Values? Oh, I think that's, why did they call it width? Okay, let's see, width equals entity? I think that might be entity. But that might not be correct either. Not exactly. Interesting. Nope, that's definitely not correct. Entity yearly launches. There we go. Okay. And you can see what a hot mess this is too. So that's fun. Okay, cool. So, right, width is the labels in this, or no, so width here is this value here, and then y is the actual categories. A little confusing the way they chose to do this, but that is what we have. So, all right, I'm going to bring my title again. So default bar chart of yearly launches by entity. Okay, so you can see that this works to show. So you can see that this works to show that we have some significantly larger entities than others, but we also have this massive squishing of everything here. It just does not fill in correctly. You could expand this a lot, but there's not too much here to show. There's a whole lot of countries that have, when you look over here, scroll down, like they only have one launch. And a lot of these, I don't even think these are technically launches from the country. I think this is just the country sent something, not from their own country though. So we can probably cut off below, I don't know, below 20 maybe? We'll experiment with that, figure out how we want to filter it, but that's obviously not going to work. So we're going to come back up here and we're going to filter, let's see, what was this? Yearly launches. So remove world as yearly total. Filter smaller entities. We'll try greater than 20. Okay, and then if we refresh this again, all right, that's significantly better, although that still might need to be further sorted. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Okay, now you can actually see the countries, so that's cool. So these are nations with more than 20 launches before 2022. That's nice. Next, we need to actually sort these so that they'll be in descending order. And when we do that, we might decide to filter it out a little further as well. But let's take a look. So sorting this, I know I've done it before, and let's see if I've actually, Oh, nothing in NumPy. Cool. Well, it looks like I am going to need to go find that and add it to my stuff here. Pandas sort, data frame, sort values. Okay, so I think this is what I'm going to want to do here. So sort values, and then does this have an in place? It does have an in place argument. Okay, so we're going to sort, so filter, sort from largest to smallest, launches, oh, other way around. Dot launches by is going to be yearly launches. What's the argument here? By, okay. Yearly launches. In place equals true, and it does not like it. PD.launches. Okay, so not quite that way. Let's see. Data frame. Was it data? Oh, it was data frame. Okay, dot. Okay, that's why. Launches dot sort value. Sort values. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and run this again. There we go. Now we're working. Nice. Okay, and we can see that there's a pretty significant drop off here, and it kind of flatlines here. So we'll probably filter this out a bit more. Let's try launches more than 30. All right, let's do 50. Okay, and entity, so Intelsat, that's a company. European Space Agency, that's an agency, multinational agency. And then the rest of these are all countries. That should be decent. I don't think I need to filter that any further. I think 50 should be reasonable. And then we can highlight the top 3 here. So we can say, so there are a few different ways that we can tell the story. We can say either United States, Russia, and China have more launches than all of the other countries. We can say, looks like US might actually have more launches than any other country combined. I think that might actually be accurate too. That's wild. Woo-wee. That's a lot of launches. Top 3. So trying to figure out exactly how I want to tell the story, since there are multiple possible ways. I could do this in Python, but I'm just going to use the built-in item here. So I'm going to see how many countries we need to take to add up to our top place here. So we have the US at 7,325. Next we have Russia at 3,658. Then we're going to add China at 866. The United Kingdom at 581. Japan at 306. France at 139. India at 133. Germany at 116. European Space Agency at 102. Canada at 89. Luxembourg at 67. Italy at 61. Intelsat at 60. That's an American. I think that's an American company. Let's see. Intelsat. Multinational. Corporate headquarters in Luxembourg, administrative headquarters in Virginia. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Intelsat wiki. So multinational. Huh. Wait, what? Where's Luxembourg? Okay, Intelsat. Corporate headquarters, Luxembourg. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Eh. Okay, I mean, it's multinational. It's kind of... all right. Yeah, it's kind of unclear. It's multinational. Anyway, all right, so Intelsat... Yeah, wow, okay. We've got several... Oh, that's going to be wild. Okay, so we've got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How far can we go for that then? That's wild. Okay, so this is actually going to be an interesting question to sort through and figure out. Okay, so let's go back up here. I'm going to create a new section here. Yeah, I still don't need that. These, though, I'm actually going to hide for the moment. Okay. Launches. Actually, no, I do still need this, though. So that's actually, that's interesting. So it's sorted this way, technically from smallest to largest, but then it plots here from largest to smallest. So that's funny. But, yeah, good enough for now. Okay, so launches, let's see, how do I want to do this? Some, maybe? Oh, I need to reset my index. Because that index is whack. Let's see. Reset, drop, in place, true. Okay. Done. Reset index. Okay. And launches. Boop. Good. Okay. And yeah, so you can see that's definitely sorted. All right, so I guess that's going to be from, may as well be accurate here, from smallest to largest. And I should probably reset my index. Reset index. Okay. Good. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to sum these. So launches, I want to call these by index. 101. Nope. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh. Okay, so these are that returns the first 50. That's neat. Okay. Okay, then good. So 101, I believe, is... Actually, I think 102 is what I would want to do. All right. 102. And let's see, can I do some... I think this is actually going to need to be numpy.sum because I believe the Python one doesn't like summing this way. All right, so launches. And I want yearly launches. And let's see if I got this index right. Probably not. Oh, I did. Nice. 7,026. Oh my word. That is hilarious. Okay, so the United States technically, as of 2022, had launched more objects than all other entities in the world combined. But this is obviously a really terrible chart, so we can't quite sell it that way. Wow, that's wild. That's hilarious, though. All right, so it's still sorted to 50. So I could say the United States launched more objects than the next 5 combined, and then I can shorten this. Let's see. So I don't want to do this way then. I mean, I could do that numerically, but that's not great. What I really want to do is, let's see. So I've got sorted here. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just going to do it numerically. I don't feel like figuring out indexes right now. So what do I need to do? 300 maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the story is I want this to be more than the next 5 combined. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to add one more, which means let's try 250. 200. 150. I think I'm going to have a big jump here on 100. Yep. Okay. So I need to see how many India had launched. 133. So let's say more than 133, and I think that should get me the number I want. 133, and I'll specify that this is lazy way of getting top 6 entities. Okay, so I've got this one, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. So default bar chart of yearly launches by entity. So we've got the United States, Russia, China, United Kingdom, Japan, and France. And now we can actually go down and make a chart that looks nicer than this. Now the data is sorted. Okay, don't need this. Horizontal bar chart. Cool. All right, so now we're going to get into the fun stuff here. Okay. That's probably still the color that I want most of these to be in. List index out of range. And this is on which line are we? Right. Color list. I'm just going to hide these because I don't remember what I had to do for calling out a specific bar chart, and I will need to do that. I don't need to specify my entities here. That's unnecessary. So I'm going to remove the Y label. Yearly launches, this is going to be total launches. Actually, this is a spot here so I can kind of shorten this. So total launches by 2022. Okay, so we've got something decent here. I don't need this. I can remove that. We don't need these. I might see about putting the actual numbers on here rather than the scale. Gonna have to hunt that one down too. Matplotlib. All right, so tick parameters, I'm going to copy this part out. Tick parameters, integer equals true. I think that should already be in there though. I don't think I need that. Let's see. Okay, that got rid of that part, and we still got this color. I don't need this axis though. Spines, is it left? Let's see what happens if I do red. Okay, yeah, that's the one I don't need. So, left. Does it get visible? False? I don't think that's right. Maybe this is Boolean. I guess 0. Wait, what? Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, or well, that might be, but it's not going to work the way that I need it to. Set visible. That doesn't seem right. Invalid syntax. Yeah. Set visible. There we go. Okay, set visible 0. Good. Okay. So that's not there anymore. You don't really need that. And that also shows that we can move these numbers up. So these can be on the actual bars themselves. So I need to highlight this and I need to put the numbers on it. And I did this before on some homework, so I need to go find where I did it on that homework. I found what I was looking for. This is the homework where I had specified the numbers on each bar and I had highlighted a different color here as well. So now I need to go see how I did it. Oh, perfect. Up into exactly where I needed to be. Excellent. That's going to be ugly. This was filtering that I had to do for that, so that's fine. Colors. Okay. And then I think this was color. Right, okay, that's how I did that. Okay, cool. That's neat. Okay. So I need to color this. Let's see, let's put this up. I'll put this up ahead here. Okay, let's see. Let's do this as a separate code block just to test it first. Okay. Good. I think that works. And then color equals colors bar H. Hey, there we go. Do I want it to be that bold for the rest of the countries, though? I think I'm going to choose a less saturated color. Let's go for this one. That's interesting, actually. So if I do that, I may as well just use the original color. And let's do no hashtag. Okay, and let's desaturate this a little further. Yeah, United States launched more objects than the next 5 entities combined. Nice. Good, okay. All right, and now I need to add the counts to the end of each label here. Okay, so I need to reference, add it. So let's see, save the reference to the added bar labels and then access. Let's do it this way. Okay, bar labels equals, yep. Actually, that probably does need to be down here then. Bar labels, yep. Padding, color, cool. Bar labels, which one do I need? Is it 0? It might be 0. Nope, 0. Okay, so it's indexed. Okay, so the way these were sorted, 0, 1, 2, 3. Right, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this should be 5, I believe. Maybe -5. I think it's +5. It is +5. Okay, good. I don't need those numbers to be that big, though. Font size 35. Yeah. What was this before? Bar label, right. Live labels. Let's see. This is going to be United States label. Okay. Size. Let's try 25. These are 25 too. Let's do 20 on these ones. 20. Okay, and then colors. So else, we chose this color. And then this is the highlighted one. There we go. Okay, that's still too large though. The eye is going to jump to those numbers a little bit quicker than they need to, so let's shrink those down a bit more. Size, let's try 18 and 20. I think 20 is about good here. 18 is still too big. Let's try 15. Let's do 13. Yeah, that's decent. Okay. So you can see the numbers here. Excellent. And then we've got this one popping out. Cool. And then we don't need any of this anymore. So let's see. Set X label. That we still want. This I think should be fine. Yeah, I don't need that. Good. Set visible. False. right, top, bottom. Oops. And I need to remove this as well. Let's see. So I removed it here as well. So let's see what I did this time. X label, Y ticks. Right. Tick parameters. Let's see. Right, top, bottom. Tick parameters. Wait, what? Is this in your both? Wait a moment. Why do I have tick parameters in here twice? That's weird. Okay. I think this one can go. Okay. Yeah, that was odd duplicate. Okay, so. Good. Spines. So I definitely don't need the rest of this anymore. I can remove that. Oops. Okay, I'm still missing something here. Plot, yep, set title, tick parameters. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and do a split view because this is got something messed up here. Okay. Tick parameters. Axis Y, which both, right, false, left, false, color, whatever. Okay. Axis X, which both, bottom, false, colors, whatever. That's basically the same then. Also, wherever I copied this from, I forgot to make that consistency item here. Here we go. Much better. Okay. Plot.xticks. Oh, I think that's what it was. Okay, plot.xticks. I think that's the one that I was missing. And this is an empty list. I don't know if it really matters where it's put, but let's see. There we go. Okay, good. Yep, that's what I needed. That's what I was missing. Good. Plot.xticks. Good. Okay, cool. Total launches by 2022. I can probably make that a little smaller too. Total launches by 2022. Font size. I'm going to try 14. Okay, so I think this should be pretty decent. Let's take a look at it. Zoom. Cool. United States launched more objects than the next 5 entities combined. United States, 7,325. Russia, 3,658. China, 866. United Kingdom, 581. Japan, 306. France, 139. Total launches by 2022. And this was actually by end of 2022. So let's go ahead and clarify that. By end of 2022. Good. Cool. Nice. So that's cleaned up. So you've got just like, this is yearly launches by entity. This is total launches. This just shows you like, this is what it is, but it doesn't really tell you a whole lot. And yeah, I mean, it works. But then this, you actually have a story, and it's kind of cool. So that's how you create a bar chart. Also, if you can't tell, bar charts I have a bit more practice on. It's really nice. Bar charts, I love them. They're great. There are a lot of places where bar charts are just super simple, and they do the job really well, very easily. Once you get everything worked out like this, they tell you an excellent story very quickly. All right, let's go ahead and clean up the rest of the code here. I don't need this. Good. Okay, looks like that's cleaned up. And then let's go ahead and let's see. There were references that I wanted to add in. So let's go see what were my references. Command click. Let's see if this was it. Wait, was this me? Did I ask this one? Oh, I did. Okay. Cool. Add value labels. So yeah, both of these. Okay, add them. Yeah, so in addition to actually, looking at other people's stuff in Stack Overflow, you can also add your own. And don't be afraid to create random wacky numbers to show whatever list it is you're trying to come up with. And this was just some random thing that had numbers that were somewhat similar to what I needed, and then changed the story all the way around so I had something that I could share easily. So that's something to keep in mind if you're not finding the information that you want. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this out. So Matplotlib, histogram. Let's go ahead and do bar chart. Oh. Python. Oh, right. And first, bar chart. Wait, was this one? I think this was one. There we go, bar chart. Okay. Nope. Yes, good. Okay, color list. Good, we got this. All right. And now I can add the references that I wanted. And I think there was one more. I think this was the one that I was looking for. And let's see, so that was for colors. I'm going to put that part right here. Yeah. Oh, it already did that for me. Right. Good. Excellent. Okay. I don't need to save this one. Good. All right. So this works, and I've got my code run through all again. Save. I'm going to save these out, and then we'll be good to go. So you've seen how I create bar charts, and it's not that bad. It takes a little bit to figure it out, but it's still pretty cool. If you have any questions, any ideas on how to sort things a little more efficiently, or any other topics that you'd like to see me cover, please leave those down in the comments. I look forward to chatting with you there. To the stars!